which only adds to the ongoing peer pressure to make you want to settle down. You know how weird it is to watch pornography and think to yourself, gosh, I guess it is time for me to start a family.
Yeah, I want to raise children too, just like this MILF.
I was that little kid high on tropical punch Kool-Aid with the red stained lips. Remember Red Mouth? I was a bad kid, I was a menace. My mama put a leash on me, I was a leash kid. That shit didn't work. She turned around, I strapped that shit on another kid, I was gone, baby. That big booty can't catch that. My mama's got a big old booty. That's it, that's a one-liner right there.
I'm half Mexican, can you tell? And I'm poquito.
Barack Obama when he was children, Ms. Barack Obama when he was with his friends, the boys, Joe Biden, on the 18, for example. He sounds very different each time. Notice the difference intonations in each one. Barack Obama makes. Tonight, for more than 200 years, the best of perfecting our union will fall. Most towards the president. With children. How are you? It is good to see you. What do you guys say for Halloween? That is adorable. That is so cute. Come on now. That is good.
I'm talking to a white girl right now, so I'm having a good time. But the weird thing about it is she was like kind of raised in the hood a little bit, so she say nigga a lot. And I like to say nigga a lot, that's my favorite word, but she said it more than me, you know what I'm saying? And usually when a white person said nigga to my face, I would be upset, but we fucking, so she get a pass. But I really want to bring around my parents, you know what I'm saying? I really wanted to meet my people, and I don't want to say nigga around my dad, cause then he gonna have to fuck her too, you know what I'm saying? That's just the law, that's how it works.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started. Go ahead and put your hands together for the new faces of comedy. Come on, Tempe, you can do it. Let's make some noise. All right, let's keep that energy going for your host of the evening, Matt Delgado.
You guys get no claps, bro. You guys are fucked up for that. Yeah, there we go, you fucking asshole. Nah, you don't get it now. It doesn't matter, dude. Doesn't matter. Welcome to the new faces. The show is dope. It's like an open mic, so you're gonna see a lot of new people. You're gonna see a lot of seasoned vets. So please be respectful to all the comics. You might see a future professional comedian, and you might see a future serial killer. So. Hey, you don't want to be the one that didn't laugh, and he'll take you out first, dude. I'm Matthew, I'm going to be your guys' host for the evening. I'm 22. The hair is fucked up, dude. I was so pissed when I lost it, dude. I remember I lost it, and I was super sad about it. But then I found out that bald men have more testosterone. I was like, oh shit. So I started taking estrogen to try to get it back. Still no hair, that was just my time of the month. I don't get carded anymore, which was dope when I was like 18. Now that shit hurts my feelings, dude. Like I'll go to the club and the bouncer's like, oh dude, you're good. And I'm like, don't you want to see my ID? He's like, dude, you're bald. You fucking need a drink. You're good. I'm not a huge fan of the club either. I think the music's too loud. So like I'll try to approach women and they'll be kind of standoffish. Because I can admit I got kind of a creepy look, you know? I just need them to hear me first because I have a lisp and that like disarms them, you know? Like if I walk up to you, you're like, this guy's gonna kill me. And I'm like, how do you think my food stamp card? I swear I left it right here, dude. It's disarming, but it's not hot, you know? I can't do dirty talk. I'm in bed, I'm like, you're so sexy. She's like, I'm so wet. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, you fucking spit all over my face, dude. I can't do dirty talk, dude. I'm not a big dirty talk guy, especially because I'm not a serious guy, so I just feel like I'd say some shit like, look at your nipples. So I just stay silent, dude. I have sex like it's the first task on Silent Library. I had a girl over like a week ago, and we were doing stuff, and she was like, talk to me. And I was like, not today. You see that Asian guy in the corner? I want to get out on the first task. I think I do have a lisp. I think it's fucked up that they call it a lisp too. That's fucked up. They're like, let's name it something they can't even say, you know? It's just us and deaf people, because deaf people can't say deaf, you know? They don't know what it sounds like. I think now that we're making people feel more comfortable by renaming things, they should let us name it. Because if I could name it, I wouldn't name it lisp, I'd name it lisp. You know, because we could say that. And deaf people would name it, They could say that, dude. I can feel some of you pull back. Don't worry, I signed it to a deaf guy. He went like this, which I think means thank you, so we're good. Alright, so you guys are into fucked up shit. That's good to know. Hell yeah. You guys are like, serial killer, bring him on, dude. We'll fuck him up. I live with my mom right now. Surprise, dude. Yeah, I live with my mom. It was tough growing up because she was a single mom, so we couldn't really afford food. I remember from time to time she treated us, she'd get us Domino's, but we could only afford one pizza, so she would eat the crust, that way we wouldn't go hungry. That's a big sacrifice, you know? But then I got older, and I got to try the crust myself, and turns out they have garlic crust, dude. That's the best fucking part of the pizza, dude. That's not sacrifice. I also live with my little brother, and there's an 8-year age gap between us. So when he was a kid, I used to have to take care of him when my mom would go to work. And now he's older, he's like 13, and he's already like 6'5", 210. And so he's way bigger than me, and he tries to act tough because he's way bigger than me. Like he'll put on a ski mask and come up to me in the kitchen like, what's up, motherfucker? And I'm like, dude, I used to wipe your ass, okay? You're not a gangster. Nobody's gangster after you see them like this. His friends are like, oh shit, he's crip walking. I'm like, nah, he's chafing. I did a bad job. I like this side way better than this side. You guys are fucking assholes, dude. I should have known it was the older people, dude. You guys are like, yeah, you're bald, so what? So are we, but we deserve it, dude. I went to Nam, that's why I'm bald. What's your excuse? I ate a lot of hot Cheetos, dude. I don't know what to tell you. What's your name, sir? You have a cool mustache. Greg. I should have guessed that, dude. Were you in Nam? Just a regular old guy. Well, that's sad. Alright, I'm gonna do some more fucked up shit because that's what you guys like. I just called this guy a loser. And you guys are like, yeah! Is anybody in here on Tinder? You fucking liars, dude. You just don't want to match with me. I'm on Tinder. I got banned initially, but now I use my friend's dad's number, so I'm back, babe. I like to judge people based on their distance preferences on Tinder, too, because I think that shows like how confident you are. Like, if you have it set to 1 mile, you're like, I can fuck anybody in my neighborhood, dude. And I'm part of the HOA, the hose on the area. And if you have it set to 100 miles, you're like, well, anybody in the Metro Phoenix area, fuck me. I'll take the 51 just so I get 69, dude. I found out you can put your sexuality on the app. And I saw this girl's the other day, it said omnisexual. You guys know what omnisexual means? I didn't know what it meant either, and the closest word I know to that is like omnivore, like with the dinosaurs. So I was like, this chick fucks plants and animals? And my friend was like, no, it's Latin. I was like, she fucks Mexicans and cilantro? I started sending her pictures of a lettuce wrap. I was like, you like that? No response, dude. I do feel like the dating app sucked though, because I feel like everyone on them just wants to hook up. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not a big hookup guy. I get a little performance anxiety. It's kind of like stand-up, except on stage I can like save myself with crowd work. You know, I can't nut quick and be like, "What do you do for a living?" You know what I mean? Especially because I know what she does. I hired her. Hey, prostitution crowd, hell yeah. Hey, it's you, I know where I'm at. All right. What'd you say? Did you say old sign? Oh, the old sign? Yeah, they've been doing prostitution for years, dude. You're new to the game, right? I won't get hard with a prostitute, I'll be honest. I need to take whatever you're taking, dude. A lot of people think that I'm gay, too. And that sucks. But I'm not gay, I'm blind, which means I'm straight, but sometimes I'm gay on accident, you know? It's like driving. If a dude's in my blind spot, I'll probably hit, you know what I mean? Not on purpose, I get rear-ended, dude. By trans on a mission, yeah. So you guys are into fucked up, but not into gay, alright, noted, dude. Alright, can I do one more with you guys, and then I'll leave forever, dude. My mom recently, because I lived with her, she found out I was having sex. Because my dog dug a condom out of the trash, that fucking snitch, dude. Wasn't a used condom. Don't act like you haven't done that before, man. You're probably trapping him. You're pulling he has to pull the Drake hot sauce on the condom and shit. But yeah, she found out I was having sex, and it was weird because she had to give me the sex talk, which is not usually what you get from your mom. You're supposed to get that from your dad. And so it was weird for my mom because she still calls me Chucho. And so she's like, Chucho, what's going on? And I was like, Mom, Chucho wants to fuck. Alright guys, that's my time. I'm out of it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are here to me or what?
So you seen the rest of the
Pakistan, number one comedian. Give it up for Saad Salwana.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, good. I know what you guys are thinking. Who the hell called tech support? My name is Saad. I was named Saad because I was born on the front lawn.
I'm gonna make sure it'll be good
I'm
tonight.
from Pakistan. And when I was back in Pakistan recently, I actually found a company called Saad, and they actually make these bumper stickers. They say, I love Islam by Saad. I have a whole bunch of these. I'll pass it on after the show. Here's what you do. If you don't like anyone, just stick it on their car. I'm telling you, I had some people annoy me. I stuck it on their car. They're all dead now. It's great. I'm living in their house. We rent. I'm glad you guys are laughing. Because there's a lot of anger and hate out there, and I've personally experienced some racial profiling. There's only one thing I want to tell you guys about racial profiling. It's awesome. Look at me. I got my ass kicked all through high school, and now people are actually scared of me. This rules. Sometimes I'll go to restaurants and they'll only give me plastic knives and forks. If I see people stare at me and profile me, I just act suspicious just to freak them out. Like I go by bridges and I start taking pictures. If I'm stuck in the middle seat of an airplane, I just start speaking Arabic. Suddenly I have 3 seats all to myself. I'm flying ghetto first class. But I love flying through Sky Harbor because whenever I fly, I'm always randomly selected. And the other day I was pulled aside and I was feeling all dangerous, because chicks did that. And I looked next to me and there was an 8-year-old girl wearing a Hello Kitty t-shirt who was having her Pokemon shoes run through the X-ray machine. That's when I realized I'm as dangerous as Pikachu. I'm at threat level Pika Pika. But I moved to Arizona from New York and my friend said, Saad, you've come from a blue state to a purple state, how's it been? I gotta tell you guys, Arizona is really great. I've had just one experience of hate in Arizona, but it was Arizona, so it was a dry hate. You don't feel it, it's not as sticky, Here's why I don't type my getting profile. Here's my profile. I'm a Pakistani Muslim male, and I came to America on a student visa to study physics. I fit every terrorist profile you can imagine. The FBI has me on speed dial. I actually do have a physics degree. I did an undergraduate degree in physics. Then I went to graduate school in physics. Now I do comedy next to a Trader Joe's. My parents are very proud of me. They're like, we will send my kid to America, and then he will do the comedy for a room full of white people and one black guy over there. Thank you for bringing diversity to Tempe. But it's not easy being a physicist. You tell people you're a physicist, they think Stephen Hawking, Steven Weinberg, and I'm more like Stephen Urkel. They'll come up to me, ask me questions, expect me to know the answer. Like, what's a supernova? I don't know, a nova with special powers that fights crime. What's a quark? A sound made by a duck. What's antimatter? The wife of Uncle Matter? Antimatter. You guys think it takes a while for you guys to get it. I get it. You guys want more nerdy physics jokes? Alright. When I started graduate school, they actually assigned me to be a teaching assistant for a freshman physics class. So my first day of class, I walked in, I'm like, hello my friends. This year I teach you physics, you teach me English. We learn together. I had a very diverse class that we teach physics to. I had like black kids from the hood in my class. I also had white kids from the suburbs who were pretending to be black kids from the hood. So what I did was I taught hip-hop physics. I'd walk into class wearing baggy pants and a do-rag and I was like, what's up? What is rockin' physics lab? I'm your TA MC squared. Get it? MC squared. I'm gonna teach y'all about speed and shit. Not the drug, yo. We're gonna take this bling bling and measure its oscillation frequency. D is equal to 2 pi root L over G. Word. That was too much work for that. But I love doing comedy. The other time, last time I was here after the show at Tempe Improv, this guy comes up to me and said, Saad, you're from Pakistan? I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, isn't that near Apache Junction? I'm like, no, just 20,000 miles east. You take 10 east for like 10,000 miles. Cross the Atlantic if you have to. Make a right on Moscow. Your second left at Baghdad. My house is right there. There should be a gray elephant parked outside with I Love Islam bumper stickers. All right, thank you very much.
Give it up, Islam! All right, next comic, I've seen him a couple times. He's great. You guys are going to love him. Give it up for OJ Messier!
You hyped me up too much. Lower the bar a little bit. I'm alright, alright. It's been a while. Just got in a fucking car accident. My back's all fucked up. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, she took the wheel and crashed us into a divider. 65 miles per hour. Yeah, that wasn't a very good opener. Let's start over. Anyway, I find myself dating a lot of crazy girls. I don't know what it is. Because I'm not crazy. You know, my voice has told me I'm normal. So, you know, they're pretty credible. I'm into tan women. But they're not always into me. Usually not. But it's just a number thing, you know? I got banned from, he got banned from Tinder. I got banned from Tinder, Bumble, Chispa, Dill Mill, BLK, everything. But now I just use my aunt's number to use BLK. But I got off that, you know. I had to stop, you know. I had to quit while I was behind. Anyway, my ex-girlfriend, all my ex-girlfriends, gotta narrow it down. So my third ex ago, she was crazy. They're all crazy, but she was really crazy because she robbed my house. Yeah, I wish I was lying about that, but it's true. So she hit me up after we were broken up a year later. She told me she wants to hang out. All right, bet. And she's a slut. She's a cheater. So I knew something was gonna happen. I'm like, all right. I probably shouldn't respond to this, but all right, fuck it, I win. And then she's like, all right. I see her. She's smoking like black tar heroin out of aluminum foil in the park, and I'm like, I still proceeded with the mission. I was so horny. I was like, fuck it. I gotta get this nut. She's sucking me off, and when I drive home, my fucking place was robbed. I'm like, what the fuck? It wasn't a blow job, it was a blow rob. She gets me every time. That was the third time she got me. That month. You think I learned a thing or two, you know what I mean? What is it? Shame me once, fool on me. Oh, sorry, I fucked that up. Can't speak. Shame, well, that's completely, what the fuck was I saying? Wait, where am I right now? Oh yeah. Yeah, fool me once, shame on, honestly, I don't fucking know the thing. But whatever it is, I didn't do it right, alright? What's fool me 5 times? Hit myself in the head with a fucking shovel? Because fuck. You know, I'm at a point in my life, I'm 28, I'm like, I'm either retarded or crazy. Or possibly both. But, you know, you gotta laugh at yourself, because, you know, anyway, I tattooed myself a couple weeks ago. I got infected because I tried to play softball. I'm like, I can't play, guys, I just got a tattoo, like, we need you. I'm like, alright, I played. Something I dove, fucking got dirt in it, got all infected. Shit happens. That wasn't that funny, but what else we got? You know, it's hard to, I have 16 concussions, so it's hard to remember my jokes. My 16th concussion was in that car accident. Yeah, she was a crazy bitch. Fucking asshole. Liar, too. It's one thing to cheat, but to lie about it, at least admit it, because I might forgive it. Probably not, but like, who knows? You know? I hang out with my exes sometimes, so, you know, she could have had a chance to still talk to me. Probably shouldn't be talking about this, but anyway, you guys like those scooters? Those scooters are cool. I I have a lot of Indian friends. They love riding around those scooters. I don't have cars for some reason, but they go fast on those scooters. Those scooters be whipping by. I'm like, holy fuck! You almost fucked me up. I don't need another accident, all right? My spine's all fucking curved. Yeah. I also have Tourette's, so I shouldn't even be driving, honestly, anyway. But I can focus, you know, I can focus for like 4 minutes in a row. 5 minutes, give or take. I haven't twitched yet, have I? Fuck! God damn it, I just fucked it up. When you talk about it, that's when you fuck it up, really. Yeah, my parents are ashamed of me. I was supposed to be a professional baseball player. I played in college, high school, college, overseas 1 year. Now I'm doing stand-up to 35 people in their mid-30s. Next door to Trader Joe's. Oh, that guy already used that one. Fuck. It's called Blick. It's like at the art store, actually. I don't think Trader Joe's is 2 over here. So it's a little better. More upscale. Loneliness. Yeah, my brother's crazy. And anyway, I gotta go soon, but let me just tell you one thing. My brother, I picked him up one time. He's like, "Can you pick me up?" I'm like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'm in Phoenix." I'm like, "What are you doing over there?" He's like, "I'm meeting a friend." I'm like, "You don't know anyone?" He's like, "Is it a hooker?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Maybe." I'm like, "Oh, motherfucker." On the way home, he's like, "No, I said I will not kill my brother." I'm like, "Kyle, whoa, don't listen to them." He has voice in his head too. He's like, "Don't worry, I told him I won't do it." I'm like, "Okay, good." It's very reassuring. Let's get the fuck home.
Thank you.
Anyway, I did not end on a good note, but anyway, thank you guys.
And scooters and shit. Oh yeah. You guys don't know about the scooters? Come on. Alright, you guys see the next comic. He's dope. I met him in the back. He's sick. Make it loud for Dante Scott. Dante Scott.
My name is Dante. It's my first time doing this. You guys will be blessed with this amazingness. Because the OJ is my buddy, and he said, come out and try it out. So, it's like one of my 8th grade talent shows and stuff, you know? I was up there like, I love. That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. This show free. So, you know, I'm gonna die coming over here, you know, because Tempe sucks. But, you know, you got the college people. Yeah, so we gonna work this out. Like we have their boss, go Raiders. Yeah, so keep it on. So I'm gonna tell you guys a joke I made up in 6th grade. Right? So there's 2 prostitutes walking down the street. It's a 6th grade joke. So, 6th grade. Alright? One prostitute say to the other prostitute, "Girl, we gonna make a killing tonight." She's like, "Bitch, why?" She said, "Cause I smell dick in the air." In the 6th grade, yeah, in the 6th grade. I'm an extra. I'm an extra. Hey, we walking home by ourselves. What you talking about? I'm a latchkey kid. Alright? My mom called me on the cordless phone, the rotary, yes, and said, "Are you in the house?" That's what it was. But yes, I did. So the end of the joke is, she said, "Bitch, I just burnt." Sixth grade, okay? I was the median in my school. Well, in my class, but my mom saying, you know what I'm saying, you get kicked out again. I'm gonna whoop your ass. So I stopped telling jokes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a local truck driver. That's what I do. I provide all your food, whatever you got. Okay. So yeah. But I'm hurt on injury reserve, but I'm still getting paid a little bit. That's why I'm up here. That's what y'all need, another strand of income. I got a cash app too. Anybody want to donate? Anybody? I got kids. I got kids, right? That's right. All right. So I got 5 dogs. I don't know how that happened. My wife liked the pound, so I got 5 dogs. But I got this one dog. Her name is Nova. She's a Nova, yeah. Little dog chewed up my wall the other day. Nice big old hole. Then I cock it, patch it up. She chew it open again. How do you get a dog that chews through a cage like that? She's my little silver-tooth kid. If anybody don't know, a silver-tooth kid is a bad kid. Okay? So yeah. Yeah, I didn't write none of this down. That's it. Just trying to get y'all to laugh at me, but with me, because I don't like y'all laughing at me. I get it first. Okay. Yeah. Did I get a light back there, sir? I missed it if I did. Okay. Just making sure. I want to come back someday. All right? When I write some jokes. I'm going to write a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. So, yeah. I got a lovely family. My wife is nice. I got a great sister. You know, we all good. So, she gave me the pity. Ain't that some shit? That's cold. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. So, let me see if I can get another joke out of my house. Yeah, that's my life. So this is my outing. At the people I came up here, but you know what I'm saying? I held it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But have you seen Ben? Ben? See, you my friend. I like you. Somebody clap for her. Bend over and squat. I just made that up just now. But that's my time, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Give it over for Dante, everyone. Really scared me because he just told me to say his first name, and I actually said his first and last name. And he came up and he's like, dude, I told you to not say my last name. I think he's trapping, dude. I was like, fuck, I'm about to get shot. Alright, you guys ready for your next comment? Hey, into it? Alright, no, he's not trapping. Never mind. I'm bald. It's embarrassing. Alright. You guys ready for your next comment? Alright, guys, this guy seems like a dope dude. Make it loud for Josiah Benetti.
New faces, Tempe Improv. I know that. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? How we feeling? We warmed up? I heard you guys from the back. I don't know if you guys have warmed up enough, so let's try a little activity real quick. All the ladies in here, if you don't mind, give me a little masculine. Fuck yeah. Okay. All the guys in here who aren't tough guys, if you don't mind, can I get a little? All right. We all did some weird ass shit as a collective. There we go. Right on. My name's Josiah Benetti. I know some of you guys are looking at me and probably thinking, is this guy mixed? I can't fucking tell. I'm mixed, externally and internally. It's 2024. I had a bunch of plans for myself for 2024. Plans I made pre-COVID times, so we know none of that shit ever came to fucking fruition. I always imagined by 2024 I've done cocaine with Michael B. Jordan at least 6 times. That didn't happen, but that's okay. We all know that saying, we make plans and God laughs. Every other night I'm looking up at God like, nigga, please help me, please. I can't take it anymore, ain't shit funny. And no, he laughs, or she, you know, I'm not trying to go to hell for misgendering God or nothing like that. But God may laugh sometimes, then you gotta deal with the other one. You gotta deal with that red dick devil, Satan. Sure knows how to distract you from your goals, doesn't he? All the cards are in all the right places. Momentum going for you, financial freedom. The map to success has never looked more clear. And what does he do? he sends you the baddest bitch you've never had. The baddest bitch. The type to apply pressure. The type of pressure that'll make you fold like flat fucking standing where you are. It's real. And obviously with these distractions, you know, I've composed myself. I have a whole lesson for myself. You gotta give up. To get. Think about it again. You gotta give up all your bad habits to get the big bucks, the big money, the big boats, the big bitches, the big fruits of all the things you want in life. The first thing I realized I had to give up was taking edibles. I'm a little freako for some edibles, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like a tweak. What excites me about them is the fact that every time you take them, you never know what's gonna happen until it's already too fucking late. You could have a whole day mapped out for yourself. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna call my best friend Karen. You ain't gonna do shit. The moment those motherfuckers hit you, you're not in charge anymore. They're in charge. It's follow the leader with the gummies the rest of your day. Follow the goddamn leader. And it's always scary too when you live alone. Every time that AC unit turns on, you're too high, you're like, this is a home invasion? What the fuck is going on out here? But I'm learning, like I said. Another thing I'm trying to quit is I'm trying to quit drinking. Boom. No, that's bullshit. I'm just trying not to black out as much. That's really what it is. Because if we're being honest, sober Josiah and blacked out Josiah are two entirely different motherfuckers. I'm gonna be real. Sober Josiah, kind, compassionate, loving, a great listener, a joy to be around. Blacked out Josiah, loud, abrasive, aggressive, jumps off random objects and hurts himself. Disappears. Where's Josiah? Random accents. Cheers, mate. Damn, bro, you see that awesome with that? Oh shit, that's a fucking wanker, isn't it? Makes zero sense. And I think the funniest thing about blacking out too is the next day. You're waking up feeling like you're fucking concussed. Your eyes are all blurry. You're leaning forward, you're like, damn, mouth is dry, teeth is clammy. You're like, did I puke on myself last night? What the fuck happened? Check your phone, 86 missed texts, 19 missed calls. Your friends are all sending you pictures and videos of yourself that you know. It's the internet. I am canceled. I'm going to be unemployed the rest of my life. That's an easy decision once that happens. You're like, fuck that, I'm done blacking out. Another thing I'm trying to get better at is I'm trying to stop telling myself that I'm old. I'm going to be 27 later this year. I'm really scared about losing testosterone. But I'm going to be 27 later this year. I know some of you guys are thinking, baby, that ain't old. That ain't old. It's old when you surround yourself with young people, let me tell you. I got a younger brother, he's 21, and the gauge and app is way fucking obvious, man. I swear to God. And honestly, I don't even hang out with my brother, he's a piece of shit. But we live in the same house, haven't moved out, you know, it is what it is. I saw him in the backyard recently smoking weed with one of his best friends. I thought, you know what? I want to feel young again. I haven't smoked real weed in a while. Let me just OG my way on over there and see what happens. Walk up on him. Hey, is that green ganja smell? You guys mind if I have a seat? Oh, thank you. And because I'm an OG, of course I'm going to give you the bomb first. Me nervous, haven't done this in a long time. Are these new lighters, guys? I haven't used this type of same lighter your time, bro. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you. The moment I lean back, I realize I ain't in my backyard. I'm on fucking Pluto now. With Pluto the dog right next to me. What the fuck? I'm looking at my brother and his buddy smoking that yellow, black, gray fungus out of those bombs. Not a goddamn cough in sight. They turn looking at me and I gotta keep my composure. I cannot come off like a washed-ass veteran in the weed smoking game. Tears in my eyes, a full-fledged asthma attack. I'm just looking at him back like... My brother looks over to his buddy. Hey, Josiah's actually, his birthday's coming up soon. His friend, oh man, how old are you gonna turn? Well, thank you for asking. I'm gonna be 27. Yeah, only 27. And the thing is that before I can even finish, both of them are out their chairs rolling around, laughing at me like the hyenas in the fucking Lion King. Only 27. Only. Made me feel old as shit. I was high as fuck too, and I was sad at the same time. That's a horrible combination, man. Like it killed me. Externally though, I had to look at them and go, yeah, it's gonna happen to you guys soon. Don't worry, it's coming sooner than you think. Don't worry, you little fucks. Inside though, it was cups of rose, teenage niggas in your cell phones. I should tell his friend to go home. I've been getting judged too long. That's my time, guys. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Josiah. There's a button-down shirt on. That shit's sick. All right, guys, your next guy. He's a sick jersey. He's dope. Make it loud for Mark G.
A Ferrari, I'm buying 3. A closet of singer, I get what I want when I want, cause it's hungry.
How's everybody doing? Like I said, it's been a long week for me, but I'm doing good, man. You know, up and down the week and shit, but I'm doing better. You know, like I said, I'm doing better like when white people, when y'all snitch on people, I'm doing good like that. You know? If any of you, if none of y'all ever seen me perform, let me just catch all up on some things. I'm from Flint, Michigan. There you are, okay. And raised up in California. So, you know, I tell you, between the bad water and the good weed, I'm a little fucked up. But just hang in there with me, though, you know. Other than that, like I said, I want to give a shout out, 2 shout outs. First, you know, to my youngest daughter, who I'm expecting my 8th grandbaby, you know. She's over there in the corner, about to pop in a minute. So, you know, and her boyfriend, which I, you know, since I got the mic right now, you do plan on marrying my daughter, right? Or do you think this is just free coochie, nigga? We'll talk about that on the ride home and shit. Shout out number 2, my mother. Where's she at, Mom? Mother and the Double Dutch sisters. Pause and shit, you know. Don't break no hips and shit, but you know. All good though. But other than that, hey man, like I said, it's been an up and down week on this shit. Like I said, you know, I got stopped by the cops. And you know, why the police always ask me that same shit? You know why I stopped you? And I said, apparently I wasn't fast enough to get away from your ass. Just give me the ticket, man. Fuck it. Other than that, you know, I've been dealing with family a lot. You know what I'm saying? Been going through some shit. So, you know, trying to surround myself with family and friends and shit. And, you know, I can't speak just for myself. I'm sure a lot of y'all dealing with family can be hard sometimes and shit. You know, I got one family member. Who's on drugs. Don't judge. I know a lot of y'all got some fucked up family members too. So, I ain't the only one. You know, but whoever called me and said, "Hey man, you know, I need you to do me a favor. I'm locked up. I need you to go by the house, grab my wallet and shit." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Now I didn't know when I get to the wallet. When I get to the house and shit, I'm looking for the wallet. Next thing you know, I go in the room, a fucking hand comes from up under the bed. I'm like, "What the fuck?" He said, "Yeah, man, I've been locked up." I said, "Get your ass from under the bed. Stop doing fucking drugs, man. Get your ass from under the bed. That don't make no fucking sense, man. Scaring the shit out of me." That's the shit you do. That's the shit you go through, dealing with family. I got a homeboy, man, you know. And it was kind of fucked up, you know, he had some family in the hospital and shit. You know, they needed a transplant, you know. So he calls me up, he's stressing and shit. I'm just like, "Yo, man, that's crazy." He's like, "Yo, man, I need you to take a ride with me and shit." So I'm like, "Okay, cool, man." You know, we driving and shit. And I'm like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry to hear about that shit." He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna take care of it." I said, "You gonna take care of it? How?" This motherfucker pulls up to a Home Depot. I said, "What the fuck we doing at Home Depot, man?" He said, "I'm about to get this heart transplant one way or another." I said, I must be missing something. We pull up, fucking wine gets in the truck. I'm looking at Juan, I'm looking at my boy. He's like, Juan in the back, he's like, you need me to cut the grass? He's like, no, Juan, not today, you ain't cutting shit. So Juan, get your ass out this truck. Crazy shit, man, you know. But other than that, like I said, man, up and down, but I'm doing better, bouncing back and shit. Like I said, I was in the hospital for a while myself, you know, had a little heart problem and shit. And, you know, like I said, I shared this last time I came up. And I tell everybody, hey, man, you know, everybody goes through something, shit. But the thing that scared me the most is, like I said, when the doctor came in and said, hey, you know, Mark, this is what it is, and, you know, you got to take these pills, and woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, okay. And all that, I didn't give a fuck about none of that. The only thing I could think to myself, I said, hey, man, I said, can I still have sex? Fuck everything else what you're talking about. And I've asked this question before to all the men in the audience. If somebody gave y'all the opportunity and said, hey, guess what? Y'all can't have sex. If you have sex, it will kill you. Would you still have sex? What'd you say now? Yeah. But way to go. And that's a lady talking. I don't hear none of the guys saying shit. Yeah. I like you. I ain't fucking with you, but I like you. You gonna kill a motherfucker off. She's like, that's the way to go. All the fellas like, nah, I'm good. I gotta go see the Grand Canyon tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here. But hey, I just wanna say, hey, thank y'all for everything. I appreciate the
Give it up one more time for Mark Jr. Alright guys, your next comic, he's bald too, but he looks way better than me. Make it loud for Zach Dyer!
What's going on, guys? I feel like I need to start out real honest with you. I actually have a crippling fear of large structures built to traverse over bodies of water. So I guess we just have to cross that bridge when I come to it. Thanks for being honest. I kind of realized at this point in my life that my will to live is a lot like my maturity. I lost them both in my early 20s. Look, I'm doing all right. I don't want to kill myself right now. Can't really say the same about myself like 6 months ago. But that means dead. I was actually online recently taking a test that was supposed to tell me whether or not I have ADHD. And the very first question on the test was, do you get upset when things don't go as planned? And you become angry easily? And I was like, what the hell? I didn't know they were going to ask me that. It also mentioned something in the test about being impatient. At least I think it did. I didn't really have time to finish the whole thing, but it did mention something about something called emotional dysregulation. And my emotions are very dysregulated, but I think it could be at least in part due to the fact that I live with my mom. And I'm not trying to name drop or anything. I just feel like writing out all the variables, you know. And it really doesn't help that the neighborhood, and I do mean hood, that we live in, and by live I mean survive, is like really scary. And by scary I mean I live at home. No, but honestly, there are people ODing on the sidewalks, stray cats and dogs everywhere. You know that saying, it's raining cats and dogs? My neighborhood is the place where all those animals wash up after the storm is over. There's abandoned vehicles parked all up and down the block. Although I guess you can't really call them abandoned since there are people living there. Drug dealers on every corner. although I will admit it's come handy a couple of times, but you know, you know, still a bad thing. The police, I hear police sirens all the time. I actually got my car battery stolen. Battery was dead, some jokes on that, but the I'm sorry. The car battery. No, I know. There's something else right after that. I promise. I'm not sure if I can really just have the ability to explain to you how brutal, awful, and just overall soul-sucking it is living with my mom. I've got a lot of issues. As you can see, it makes it kind of hard to regulate my emotions. Makes it kind of hard to talk to girls sometimes. I remember talking to this girl once, and she told me kind of out of the blue. She said, "You seem really competitive." And I was like, "Oh yeah, well I knew that before you did." I was talking to some other girl, and she was talking to me about her dog, telling me it was really sick, saying that she might have to end up using euthanasia. And I was like, euthanasia? What are a bunch of Chinese kids gonna do for your sick dog? I don't know, man. I want to be more confident, project confidence. I forget what I was going to say. But you know, even if I could, when girls like me, I really, you know, I can't play cool. I'm not smooth. I just want what I want, and girls seem to want a lot of stuff before that. Foreplay is really important to women. I'm really bad at it because I'm bad at things that I don't like. Foreplay to me is something like jury duty. You know, you really only call out so many times before you're held in contempt. You have to refer to the girl as your honor the whole time. I mean, whose idea was that anyway? I know that wasn't a guy. What kind of guys would come up with a checklist of things that have to be accomplished before sex can even start? Like, trying to get a girl before sex is like trying to figure out the settings on a jacuzzi before getting in, and it's cold outside, and you have an erection. You know, maybe I am just impatient after all, you know? But I know I have a hard time talking to girls. But if there were any girls that did want to hang out at the show, let me know. Because I would have to tell my mom she doesn't have to pick me. That's it for me, guys.
Give it up for Zachary! Alright, this next comic definitely has been a nom too, definitely with Greg. Make it loud for Jeff McFarland! Jeff McFarland!
Now you gotta laugh. A white boy walking up to the theme for the Jeffersons. That's a first. Well, hello, Tempe Improv. It's good to be back. This is my 1-year anniversary. Annoying people, thank you. Management has asked me to do one thing. I got to do a public safety announcement. And you'll understand in a minute. Where's all my friends here? Make some noise. On that note, if you leave the restroom, watch your drinks. 1 year ago, I came here and I told you there's many people here. It was open bar, not open mic. I kept the bar tab. Roy Love. 28 ultras with ice. Thanks, buddy. You're paying before you leave. Oh, God, but you know what? Like the Jefferson song, I am moving on up. I'm getting up there and have a little fun. A good buddy of mine out here, he's our closer. His name is Gabe. He will be finishing up the show. Quite a character. Now, you have to understand, Gabe and his cousin JD are from Africa. Good men. Gabe, your ass is mine. I'm going to have fun with this one. I met Gabe at a bar of ours a couple years back. I'm just sitting in a bar, drinking a beer. Him and his cousin walk in. Next thing I know, I look up, like, holy shit. There's a 2-foot parrot on his shoulder. I'm like, that is badass. Where'd you get that? He ignored me. But the parrot leaned, he goes, over in Africa, there's thousands of them. Okay, now half you're laughing, half are not. Now, but you gotta understand our relationship. I'm the Oriole filling in the Congo connection. We have a ball, and I'll prove it to you. We were out one time, and for about a year or two, he would always call me, him and his buddies would call me Salty. And I'm like, Salty? Am I bitter? Are you mad at me? He goes, no, Mr. Jeff, you are a very good man. You're the salt of the earth. You take care of all your friends, your family. You take care of me and my friends. You're a good guy. I'm like, well, that's the best compliment I've ever had. Then later, about 4 weeks ago, his buddies came over from Nigeria. And I'm like, hi, my name is Jeff. My friends call me, or your friends call me Salty. He goes, Mr. Jeff, no, they do not. I'm like, what do you mean they do not? They said, they call you Saltine. Cracker! You son of a... So, we go back and forth. We have fun. About 7 months ago, they honored me. They took me to Africa. Beautiful country. We see the safari. We did everything. Last night we're there. We go to a nightclub. 300 or 400 people. Great time. They're like, Jeff, we will be back. We have to go say hi to some of our friends. Great. 20 minutes. 40 minutes. Now I'm getting nervous. We have to be on a plane 8 hours. So I'm walking around the room. I'm like, hey, Gabe. Oh, sorry. I'm like, JD, sorry. I went through 35 men trying to find these guys. I sat down at the bar 2 minutes. They walk up, Jeff, are you having fun? I'm like, how did you find me so quick? Like, Jeff, you're in Africa. You were like a cue ball going all around the bar. We knew everywhere you went. Oh, but like I said, we have fun picking on each other. We cross divides, we don't care. We're equal opportunity annoyers. We screw with everybody. Bad news, recently I was dating a girl, a little bit younger than I'm used to, and my buddies, shut up, Matt warned me, and he goes, Jeff, way too young for you. Well, she ghosted me, so a few weeks later, I'm calling her, texting, nothing. So I went to the park, jogging, where I met her, and I ran up to her, and I said, honey, what's going on? She stands off, she goes, get away from me. I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, do you want to do this now? I'm like, well, I think we should. What's going on? She goes, Jeff, I found out you are a pedophile. Like, say that, what? A pedophile? She goes, yes. I said, a pedophile. She goes, yes. I'm like, pretty big words for a 12-year-old. Okay, some of you are like, oh, stop it. I did that joke at the church picnic. The priest loved it. Next thing, Sister Mary's got me by the ear. I'm like, oh, shit. But, you know, you gotta have fun these days. My sister got a call from my nieces and nephews. They said, Uncle Jeff, you're not gonna believe this. And I don't want to say her name, Lori. Oh yeah, I'm out of the will on that one. And they said, Aunt Lori is gay now. Aunt Lori, my sister.
No, she was alright.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
I'm
only
like,
one person that
if you know my sister, very attractive woman, but I gave her a nickname back in the old days, high school, in her 20s. I called her FedEx. The reason I called her FedEx, guys, you bought her drinks, so good to dinner, positively, absolutely will be there overnight. UPS, DHL had nothing on her. She delivered. Oh, I'm a dead man when she sees this on the video. So I called her up and I said, all right, I heard rumor control. What's going on? She goes, okay, I'm not. I thought I was gay, but I'm not. I'm like, okay. I said, well, what's the change? She goes, well, I'm going through the change of life and hormones and this, that. My doctor put me on some new meds. Like, well, like what? She goes, well, it's something for women go through menopause and hormonal and they're just angry. I said, okay, what? She goes, this is why you're seeing back, because I don't get shit thrown at me here. She goes, it's a new med called Tricoxagan. Ah, yes. I got armed guards that escort me out from all you angry women tonight. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here, but my favorite ending joke. Someone just caught it. Good. If you guys ever listen to Rodney or Morning Sickness 98, Holmberg, he always tells his audience, I'm going to have the comedian leave you with words of wisdom. My favorite, okay, for you young kids, text your mom and dad, you won't get this. Johnny Carson, Rodney Dangerfield, and he would ask Rodney, give us some words of wisdom. And Rodney was like, oh, Jesus, so many things, Johnny, so many things. I don't even know where to start this, but I'm going to tell you something. My mother, what a great woman, a saint. Every day as I grew up as a little boy, she said, be a good boy, be a good man, love thy neighbor as thyself. When I'm 16 years old, I said, Mom, what do you want me to do? Jerk him off too? All right, folks, you guys have been great. Thank you.
Good on, John McFarland. Oh yeah, try Cox again. Let's go. All right, guys, your next comic. Can we get some energy in the building for your next comic? This guy's dope. Hang it loud for Ryan Strickland.
How's everybody doing? So I am the George Carlin and Malcolm X of comedy. North America needs white babies. So they can't say this without sounding racist. But if they could, Biden would speak, you ain't white if you don't have white babies. And if you want to change the law, this abortion law, tell your daddy in a dramatic racial tone, I was pregnant and it's a nigger baby. He'll say, kill it, kill that nigga. And if that shit happens again, we's killing you, you nigga loving heifer. So I'm going in, shit. To all women, boycott white cock. Hey, make t-shirts. If you have a white cock, you're blocked from my love spot. They changed that abortion law, I'll tell you that much. Transgenders, shit. If you're not sitting down to piss and wiping your cock head from front to back, stand in women's bathrooms and women's sports. Imagine If Charles Barkley said he was a woman and challenged Caitlyn Jenner to a fight and beat the living shit out of her, she, them, what the fuck? White folks would be livid. That's not fair. But you know what's not fair? In North America, I am considered a nigger, Negro, colored, black, African American, Mululian, Muli, a spick, and a spook. They say the NAACP stands for niggers, alligators, apes, coons, and possums. And then HBCU stands for How Black Coons Unite. Perhaps they're right, shit, I don't know. But, you know, I tell white America is treat me fair. Look, I'm just gonna be honest about stuff at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you know, we have feelings too. So why are your feelings the only ones concerned about? Share the planet. It belongs to all of us. And remember, I don't have to listen to any man-made rule that you say is law. And once this is realized, we would have unity. So I am the George Carlin and Malcolm X of comedy. I am Ryan Edward Strickland, a black man trapped in a white name. It is what it is, but I'm not trapped in a slave mind. I believe in self-defense, shit. And I fear no man. So, and I need a Netflix special. Shit. Hell, if Chris Rock can have one, I can have one. Yep. So, at the end of the day, if this is crazy, but it is what it is. If you are a single, straight, organic, by birth, and have baby pictures, and want some black cock, just call D Black Cock, and I'll provide all the cock you need. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Ryan! Let's go. I repeated some of Jeff's jokes when he came off, but I can't repeat that shit. I'd sound like Kramer up here, dude. Yeah, you got it. The old people like it. Alright guys, your next comic is sick. Make it loud for Crawford Breedlove!
My name is Crawford. I am an up-and-coming comic. I am here because I suck at fantasy football. I'm in a neighborhood fantasy football league. Where's my neighbors at? Yeah, so I got last place, so it's punishment's 5 months and stay on the contract. This is the first time doing this. This is my sister first, but I started thinking about it. I was like, man, this is kind of a neat opportunity for me, actually. It's a neat opportunity. I can, talk about myself. Let folks get to know me better, get closer. I mean, these are my neighbors. I see them all the time. We hang out all the time. I spend time with their kids. They spend time with my kids. It's like, well, why not just take it to the next level? You know? Really get close and shit. And so, when I was trying to plan this whole thing, I was like, 5 minutes feels like a short amount of time and a long amount of time. I was like, I want to tell a good story. It really, encapsulates who I am, you know, my caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly, and this is me, you know what I mean? I won't let you know about me. So, and when I was doing that, I was like, all these stories were coming to mind, you know? It's just, wow. It was like, I remember first time I had sex with a black chick in Biloxi, Mississippi. It was like, I thought it was gonna be the greatest thing ever, and she was verbally expressing her dissatisfaction with the entire thing before it was even over. And so it was a lesson, man. You know, it's like it all came crashing down pretty quick. I remember the first time, like, I was introduced to like what foot pussy is. And you guys don't know what foot pussy is? Oh, listen. You're gonna love this. You put your feet together, like super tight, you know what I mean? Super tight. And you're gonna take your dick, and you're gonna push it straight down. And you're gonna drop it down like this. And be like that. Now, I'm 30 pounds overweight to do foot pussy anymore. Foot pussy is a young man's game. Foot pussy is a young man's game. I don't have enough dick to compensate for the belly, so I can't even touch the feet anymore. But I'll tell you, when my neighbor was talking about foot pussy, and I went and tried it, and I'll tell you, I basically dated my feet exclusively for about a month. I'm going to tell you, you can only really do foot pussy in the shower. It gets really fucking weird when you do it like in the yard. And I'll tell you, like, I really learned a lot about myself emotionally, like how, like the kind of relationship I wanted. I learned to talk about what I want, you know what I mean? So wait, for a show of hands, how many men do we have in here like still in their 20s? Yeah, hold on. Now look at these hands. See those hands? These dudes are gonna go home tonight with foot pussy. They're gonna go home with foot pussy. For sure. Man, so I'll tell you the story that I finally settled on when I was like, I think that really think that brings it home. I remember I was sitting outside talking to my next door neighbor. He knew a lot of things. He's a foot pussy guy. And he was like, hey man, you know, you ever heard about the male G-spot? And I was like, I haven't. Never found the woman's G-spot. It's like, he was like, oh yeah, man, it's a thing called milking the prostate. That's how you get it done. And I know what you're thinking. I don't like this fucking guy. And I know, you know, I'm impulsive. I just jump right in. I'm protected sex with a black chick at the casino in Biloxi, foot pussy escapades, you know, like, but no, I took my time on this. I didn't just jump right in, fingers first. I did a little research. I spent some time on Craigslist, read a bunch of Reddits, really got a real good knowledge base first, and then the day came, I thought I was ready. So I called off of work. Well, I'm gonna do it right. I ran a hot bath. I put some candles on. I put a cranberry CD on, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm romantic and shit. You know what I mean? I already explored myself. So, but I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy. Like I had grown up, you know, through these periods of time, and I couldn't do it. You know, the time came, and I just couldn't do it, and it was weird. I couldn't reconcile the conflict that I wore contact lenses, and I was thinking, these butthole fingers is what I'm going to use to take the contacts out. Now, this is, I know that might seem strange. This is a while ago. I could not afford LASIK. I did not have a health plan that could cover that. And so contacts was where it's at, man. That's how I was going to live my life. And so before I reached that threshold, I made the decision, you know, I was like, I'm a grown-up. And like, because it's a slippery slope too, guys. Like, it's not like I'm just going to stick with one finger. Like, I might get good at this. And I'm not going to be able to keep track of, like, the finger. You know? And so, I'm going to tell you what, man, like, that was a growth period for me. And truthfully, I think it made me the father I am today. You know? And so, I appreciate you guys hearing my story today and let me spend a little time with you. I really enjoyed that.
Give it up for Crawford and the fantasy football crew. Let's go, dude. Hey, can I hear the ladies in the house for a second? Ladies. You guys are going to love this next comment, dude. No more testosterone, no more N-words. Make it loud for Christy over.
Happy
some insights, some tips on some things that might happen to your body when you get to be my age. Might be a little descriptive. If you think bladder control issues only happen when you sneeze or jump, having fun too. You know that little cute little position you like to do with your man where you lay completely on your tummy and you know, homie, don't you know, he puts a little pillow here to pop that ass up? No, you can't do that. Mm-hmm. Face down, ass up, no. I fucked around and almost drowned my own urine. Ooh. You know that natural lubricant you ladies have, the young ladies, that's nice and silky smooth. When you get to be my age, it turns into the consistency of spackle. Yeah, but I think I found a solution for that using my bladder control issues. What I like to do is bend over just a little bit and let my husband get just a few strokes in doggy style. You gotta be careful though. You know, because you ain't trying to open the floodgates. You just want to let a tiny bit of urine out, just a little bit, just to dilute the spackle, to make it a little wet, but not enough to smell like Windex. You know what I mean? You know, and if your husband is a little older like mine, he don't feel like a fucking champ. Yeah, and you're gonna look at him and be like, honey, all that wetness, it's all you. It's all you. That's right. Your skin doesn't have the same bounce that it used to. If I'm sitting down for a while and my labia majora is kind of squished between my thighs, I'm a big girl, don't forget. When I stand up, it doesn't bounce back to that cute little mound you young ladies have. I look at my leg, looks like a fucking beat. Yeah. And then the pubic hairs are turning gray, so that kind of looks like feathers. You know, I fully expect one day to take down my pants and hear,
Boss man, I appreciate you.
Yeah, that motherfucker starts pecking inside of my thighs. I'm dead.
It's gonna be the same. I didn't know anything about
your back door, your sphincter malfunctions on a regular basis. Parts just fall out. There's no warning, there's no cramping.
I don't know the date off my head. So you just send me an email.
Yeah. And I think it's going to get worse over time. And then I'll end up like a goat, you know. And I don't mean the greatest of all time. You ever been to a petting zoo? You ever been to a petting zoo? You ever seen a goat shit? That's right. They are oblivious and they just live in life in just a constant barrage of marbles, little marble poop, just falling out of their butt. You know, next thing you know, my husband's just going to be following me around the kitchen with his little broom and dustpan, sweeping up all my little shit balls, you know, talking about, hey, it's okay, honey, you get potato tots, I got you, we're a team. Yeah. But you know what? I wouldn't change a thing. I really wouldn't. I birthed 7 children. I'm a badass boss bitch. So, you know, if I end up a scrappy, diaper-wearing, freaking goat shitting bitch that smells like Windex, it's all right with me. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Give it up one more time for Christy Over. She belongs to the ladies tonight. Hell yeah. Alright guys, your next comic, he's lit, I love him. Make it loud for Steve Russell! Yeah, Steve Russell!
Thank you very much. First of all, thank you so much for that standing ovation. That was phenomenal, unexpected. That was great. First of all, I would like to thank all of my friends for coming out tonight. Thanks guys very much. A couple friends of mine said they wanted to be here, but they couldn't because they couldn't find a babysitter for their kids, which makes sense since their kids are in college, out of state. You know, I'm going to be up here for the next 2 or 3 hours, so, you know, I think we're going to have a really good time. I really do. Let's see, a couple other things I was going to say. Oh my gosh, I'm already. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. I grew up, born and raised. Yeah, hashtag Minnesota Timberwolves fans. Okay, great. Well, look at the sons. So I'm the oldest of 3, and my parents are still together after all these years. As a matter of fact, my parents are going to celebrate their 55th wedding anniversary this summer. Yeah. cruise, Dad's going to go to Europe. While my parents are doing so very well, I'm actually still single, which is absolutely no surprise. Here are the vitals. Never been married, no kids, which may explain why my Instagram handle is Big Red Flag. Truly, I haven't been single for that long. It's only been 1-2 decades. I'm pretty much an automotive tire specialist at this point. I've been a 3rd wheel, 5th wheel, 7th wheel. I'm pretty much a spare tire in the back of a Honda CR-V at this point. So I've been single so long, my friend Chip suggested that I get my blood work checked so I can get my testosterone levels checked. So I did, and my testosterone came back Caitlin Clark-ish. The doctor felt so bad after giving me those results and gave me a gift certificate to Talbot's. I apologize. I am a little bit nervous. I've been this nervous since my mom introduced me to my dad for the very first time, actually. Nick Cannon. So, despite the testosterone test, I still thought, I want to get back out there in the dating game. What the heck? But first, I want to get in better shape. I want to get healthier. Because, at one point, it looked like I was buying my shirts at Target, size 9 to 12 months. So, I went on a keto diet, and I'm still on the keto diet. And that is the best way to actually ruin your social life. I mean, here's the thing. It's no carbs, no sugar, no alcohol. No one wants to hang out with you. I mean, seriously, I'm on the golf course with the guys. They're all drinking, eating, doing gummies. I'm in the corner drinking water and eating avocado. So I decided, I'm still going to get in better shape. So I decided to take hot yoga classes. Yep, showed up for the studio the very first day. I set my mat down. I had 12 bottles of water over here. I had my cigarettes and ashtray over here. I take off my shirt. The woman next to me immediately asks if I would like to be the keynote speaker at the Dad Bods for America conference. It was a pretty good speech. It went really well. If you've never ever been to a hot yoga class, it's basically they put you through positions and poses in a room that is so hot you're sweating like Amber Heard at a Johnny Depp fan fest. Seriously. I mean, my first class was absolutely brutal. I looked like a baby deer trying to stand up for the very first time after getting hit multiple times by a truck. But hey, you know what? I still stuck with it. And I did come up with a brand new yoga pose called Crying Fetal. It's still under review. But listen, I gotta go. I gotta get some water out of the crowd. I'm getting hungry.
Give it up for Steve Russell! Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Make it loud for your next comic, Hernandez Hayes!
I'm not professional at all, so bear with me. All right. My name is Hernandez Hayes. I'm a black man with a Mexican name. I'm a rich man, but I'm homeless. I'm a married man, but we've been separated for 3 years. And I'm also an alcoholic, but I'm sober. I got real life problems, man. A day without laughter is a day wasted. That's what Charlie Chaplin said. But I want to make a public service announcement. The things I say in this broadcast it might trigger you, so it might disturb you. But anyway, I'm not. Spoiler alert, though. This is not a comedy show. This is a therapy session. See, I'm not professional. I want to talk about couples counseling, though. Couples counseling, that's a scam. Yeah, let's spell it out. S-K-A-M, S-C-A-M, S-C-A-M. That's seriously confused about marriage. It's a cold world out there, man. It's cold in the desert, in the middle of the desert. Yeah, couples counseling also leads to denial. Denial is D-E-N-I-A-L, right? That's don't even know I'm lying. Man, I'm grateful though. I'm grateful and I'm hateful at the same time. So you can laugh at my pain. It doesn't matter. Okay, there's two parts of the brain though, the left and the right. On the left side, there's nothing, right? And on the right side, there's nothing left. We, man, I'll tell you, we, women, and Hennessy, man, they fuck my life up. They talk about long suffering in the Bible, you know. So, if you ever see me and a bear fighting in the woods, help the bear. They say money can't buy you love, but it can buy me peace. And I try to buy a piece of ass every chance I get. That's my time.
Give it up for Hernandez Hayes! For this limbo shit, man. Alright guys, your next comic is his first time. Make sure you guys show him some fucking love, dude. Make it loud for Dante Scott! How's everyone doing? Yeah, don't expect a lot. I heard this was going to be a therapy session. I didn't know it was going to be an open mic night where I'm supposed to tell jokes. Blame it on Gabe Bill, everybody. Give it up to Gabe Bill. If you don't know him, you gotta heard about him tonight. Yeah, I mean, again, damn, like, everybody that came up here, what's wrong with everybody? I actually thought it was a therapy session. It turned out it is. I heard a white guy say he has 2 African friends and they took him to a country called Africa. Beautiful country. See, that's the problem with white dudes, man. I'm like, if you guys came to Africa and just said, hey, Madid, I came to visit South Sudan. I just want to know your culture and your country. We would have been fine. We would have never called it colonization. If you came to Africa and said, that's a beautiful country. It's got 54 countries, for God's sake, all recognized by United Nations, United States. Like, who else do you want to recognize African countries for it to be a continent? Do you know your history? I don't think you do, because actually I've been here for over 10 years. Give it up, it's been too long. I should have been gone a long time ago, but I actually feel like I'm American. Because every time I meet a white person, they say, where are you from? I say, I'm from South Sudan. Awesome. Where is that? I said, that's Long Island, Hawaii. And they fall for it every time. I even lied to a cop. He pulled me over. I gave them my passport. I said, that don't look like a state ID. Where's that from? I said, I'm from a little island right next to Alaska. They said, awesome! You can go. I'm messing with y'all. I love America. They keep telling me to go back to Africa. I said, do they have strip clubs there? No. Well, why would I go back? Do you know what it takes over there to see a girl in her pajamas? Leave alone underwear?
A stranded cows in South Sudan. Fuck that. For $1, I'm good here. I can get it all. Walk right in here at my gentleman's club and I got it all. I'm not paying attention to the light. It's supposed to be there. Just scream it out, just in case I don't see it. But anyway, happy new month, everybody. Yeah, right, people are excited. Right, you're the landlords, you're the landladies, you're the creditors. You know what it is? It's the first of the month. I'm not a homeowner, I'm not a lender, which means I'm the other. Yeah, my account is overdrawn right now. I'm going to let Gabe pick up my tab. All right. Is the light on? No, not yet. Anyway, my name is Benetti, everybody, but Americans like to, remix it. They call me Maddie. Needed. It's M-A-D-I-T. It's just 2 syllables. Ma-dit. M-A-D-I-T. Any Sun Devils in the building? Yeah, Forkin. I want to go back to school. This adulting thing is not for me. It was easy when I was in college. ASU is full of women. Beautiful women. I came here and I was like, what's going on here? Is this a beauty pageant? Like, what's the selection process? 4 years, I never knew the answer until I graduated, and I was doing rideshare. Turned out I picked up a dude who also went to ASU 2 years after me, and we were just catching up. We knew the same, fraternity clubs, house parties. And I said, man, I'm from South Sudan, but I came to ASU, and it's full of beautiful women, and I never really knew what it was all about. And he said, me too. It's like, yeah, man, like, what's going on? He says, a beauty pageant, like, who selects them? I want to be part of the selection process. I want to be a recruiter for women only. Yeah, that way I can, ask for a kickback. And he said he met someone before, and he said the reason why good-looking women go to ASU is because they're all from Miami, they're all from LA and California. They come from a rich, wealthy family. The dad is a millionaire, billionaire, and of course, you know who the millionaires and billionaires marry. Some hot, stupid chicks. And who did they give birth to? Yeah, I won't say that. And they all end up going to ASU, so that's your answer. My name is Madid, but Americans like to call me Made It. I was at ASU, senior year, it gets tough. Tough assignments. I was doing an assignment, procrastinated. It happens. I'm sure all of you guys probably came here late because you were thinking about it. So I was doing my assignment, and I'm like, man, this is tough. Let me go grab some pizza. So I walked to a Domino's store on campus. I go there and I order my pizza to go. It takes 10 minutes. I walk outside. I'm on the phone. Come back, the guy is calling my name out loud with confidence. Hey, made it! The pizza's ready! And I was like, who the fuck is made it? Like, my name is Madid. And he said, you made it! And I said, man, give me the goddamn pizza. My name is Madid. I shouldn't have been here anyway. I've got an assignment due. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Madid, and you can call me Madid! Give it up for Madid!
All right, guys. I know this is the end of the show, and most of you already seen all your people, so you're like, fuck these other comics. But we're on our last 2, dude. So can we get some energy in this bitch for our last 2 motherfuckers? Look at, there you go. Fuck. Listen, fuck that. See you guys. These sons of bitches. All right, guys. Your next comic, make it loud for Trey.
Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Oh man, I ain't really was gonna let me on stage. This is my first time doing this, actually. I don't even believe it. I don't live out here though. I just moved out here, probably a year and 6 months ago. Yeah. Arizona's a cool place though. I like it. there's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to get into. It just depends on what you like, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, it's definitely a good spot, a lot of opportunity. So me, I'll just give a little background on me. I do construction out here, so you know how that goes. But it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, it's just so many things to do, just depending on what you like. I don't know if y'all, does anybody like to go out here? Anybody like to have fun? Like, go out? Anybody been to Old Town? Man, that place is crazy, honestly. Like, yeah, it's like I said, it's jumping like 7 days a week? I'm telling you, like, me and my friends, like, I don't go out 7 days a week because I have a job, I have stuff to do. I can't just go out 7 days a week, but I know people that do, and yeah, it's wild. So, yeah, but yeah, this is just a crazy place, a good spot, lots of stuff. But yeah, so. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but like I'm a quiet person. I don't really talk too much, but this is crazy that I'm even doing this, honestly. But it is what it is. But like I said, I remember like growing up, like being young, like at elementary school, like teacher would in the morning time, she would come up, she'd be like, "Are you okay? Is everything good?" I'm like, "It's 7 a.m. Like, what do you mean? Like, why are you bothering me? Like, I don't want to talk at 7 a.m. Like, y'all know how early I had to get up in the mornings for school? Like, come on, man. Waking up at 5:36, like, it's ridiculous. I just don't like dumb questions. Like, shit makes no fucking sense, honestly. Yeah, like I said, when I was growing up, like, I really wasn't a bad child, honestly. Like, I don't know if I can tell it or not, but I really wasn't. I was actually top of the class, believe it or not. I'm not even lying. Well, okay, not very top, like near the top. But anyways, that's not important. Yeah, no, but for real, like I'm just like I'm a lazy person, but I get my shit done. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I get all my shit done at the end of the day, but it just might take a second. Like if I'm at work, like my boss tells me to do something, like it'll get done, but I'm probably gonna get on my phone for like an hour or two before I finish it. I feel like everybody does that though. Like it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? And then like the meetings, don't even get me started on that. Like, why am I scheduled for the meeting if I don't talk? Like, I promise you, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. So why am I being scheduled for the meeting too? It makes no sense. Like, my presence is not needed. Like, no one cares if I'm there or not. So why? It makes no sense. Not talking, barely listening, probably falling asleep. But you know, in life, you have to pretend like you care about stuff. So you'll never be able to get away from that. So, it is what it is. Yeah, it's just all around. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's just wild, but so I got my brother in town visiting me this weekend. That was fun. It's been a fun weekend, I'm not gonna lie. It's always a good time when he comes out and visits me. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff, honestly. Well, not really, but like, we just go out. That's really it. But, I mean, but like I said, Phoenix is a great place to like just have fun. Like we be talking all the time. Like if I'm ranking cities, like I'll put Phoenix over like LA or like Miami. Or, like, I haven't been to Miami, so like I can't really but I'll put her up in New York and LA for sure. Like Phoenix is just so green. Like if you have trouble out here, then like you just might have to reevaluate. I'm not gonna lie, you might have to, but it's whatever. Yeah, so I'm Trey. It was nice to be up here. Nice talking to you.
Keep it up for Trey! Let's go, dude. That room fucking cleaned out, dude. We're on our last comment, and they're like, hell yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. We got energy from all of y'all, dude. We're down to our last comic. He's the headliner, dude. He just got back from California. He's working the weekend here on August 15th through 17th. Make it loud for Gabe Peel!
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? All right, Americans, how you are? Yeah? All right. You scared of black guy in there? Huh? Got the real black man in the house, yeah? Fuck those black guys. You got the real black man in the house, yeah? How you guys doing, huh? Give it up for my dad. It's the first time doing this show, huh? And there's a guy right here. He thinks he's black until I show up. Yeah, right? All right. Look at this guy. It's all professional, everything. Looking all professional, huh? It's not professional. He works at the bar. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out, man. My name is Gabe. I just got here from Nigeria. Yeah. I was in Nigeria doing black guy stuff. And then they called me 2 days ago, like, Gabe, do you want to come to Tempe, Arizona, do a show? Like, fuck yes. I'm on my way, all right. And then I got here, I'm like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm going back to Africa. You guys got too many shooting in this country. Fuck that. I'll take my chances in Nigeria, you know what I mean? I'm also here to make sure that you guys got all my emails that have been sending you. I want to get all your bank accounts and everything. You guys vote for that shit all the time. Who's going to send you money from Africa, huh? Shit doesn't work that way, you know? Oh, man. But no, I came to this country, man, a few years ago, about 27 years ago.
Not here.
No, they sent me on a scholarship. You know, I'm a pharmacist Monday through Friday, right? I give people drugs. Yeah, and then they do this shit on weekends. I'm killing it in America right now, you know what I mean? No, they sent me on a scholarship, like, Gabe, go to America, learn something, and then come back and help people, right? So I came to the U.S., finished pharmacy school. They kept calling me in Africa, like, Gabe, you're done now, you can come back. Like, fuck no. I'm not going back to them, find someone else. They got chicken wings in America, you know? They got chicken wings and white women. I'm saying right here. Another thing I found out, you know, a few years ago, they went around the world. They wanted to find out the average penis size per country, right? They did some study. They found out the average penis size globally is 6 inches, right? But here in America, it's 5.8. And I think that's fucking wrong. You got too many Asians in California. They're breaking down the average. They're making us look bad. It should be America without the Asians. And they went to North Korea. They find out in North they find out the average penis size is about 3.8. 3.8? What the fuck you gonna do with that shit? That's more like using a suppository. You can feel shit. Don't go to North Korea, right? And in Congo is in East Africa, they find out the average penis size is about 9.2. That's where I'm from. I'm from Iowa, goddammit. Talking about dick size. You got Mexican people in the house? You Mexican? Are you sure? Are you Mexican? You're from Glendale. You can't be Mexican, you're from Glendale, you know? But here's the thing, are you real Mexican? Do you speak Spanish? You speak Spanish? Alright, do you want, I know Spanish. Yeah. You can't talk shit about me. But that's what Mexicans do, you know? They talk crap about you right in front of you. Like when they want to speak, you speak the language, they'll talk shit about you. I speak 3 languages, right? And I do the same shit. If I don't want you to know what I'm talking about, I'm going to speak the language. American people don't know shit. But no, here's the reason I love Mexican. I love Mexican. Mexicans are the only people that don't make fun of me for being black. See? But, I have a lot of Asian friends. What is it with Asians taking pictures all the damn time? I'm in healthcare, there's a shit tons of Asians in healthcare, right? All my Asian friends, they're like, take pictures all the fucking time. Everywhere we go, taking pictures. My Asian friends are like, hey Gabe, smile, you can't see in the picture. Then a bit. How in the hell do you expect to see when the eyes are halfway closed already? Open your fucking eyes, alright? It's not my fucking fault. Even my white friends, you see, I grew up in Iowa, I know a lot of white people. It's not like I can talk to fucking white people in Iowa. But here's the thing about white people, it's really tricky. See? White people are really tricky. They make fun of you without you knowing it. You find out 4 hours later, I'm not fucking making fun of you the whole time. But my white friends are, hey Gabe, listen, we're gonna go to the pool, get some sun, get a little bit of tan, you wanna come? Fuck you, goddammit. Do I look like I need a tan now? I look like this all fucking year round, man. You can put me in the oven, I come out the same way. Even my African American friends, they give me a hard time for being extra black. They know what I'm talking about. That right there. I think they're just jealous when my dick is bigger. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something, all right? Look at me. I'm not mixed with anything. This is not a diluted penis. It's a real African dick I'm talking about. You know what? Came straight from the jungle, goddammit. You can't find this in Chicago. That's for damn sure. Right? You know? Oh man, you guys are awesome, man. That's cool. But no, like I said, man, most of my time I spend in America, I spend in Iowa. Everything I learned in America, right? I learned in Iowa, right? You're a white guy, yes? Are you a white guy? You're a white guy, yes? All right, just say yes, you're a white guy. You look like a white guy. But here's the thing, this is the thing when white guys do, when they go out drinking, they do this thing called a shit face. When white guys go out drinking, we're going to get shit face tonight. First time I heard that, what the fuck is this shit face? They're like, Gabe, don't worry about it, just come with us, we're going to have a good time. I'm like, all right. As long as don't shit my face, I'm okay. So we all went out. I was in graduate school at the time. I was at the University of Iowa. we go out, it's all right. So we all went out, we got shit-faced, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Here's this guy's like. Wait for the punchline, all right? No, so we all went to a party, with the house party, we all fucked up. 3 o'clock in the morning, my friend came up to me, Jason, he's from Wisconsin. And he was like, Gabe, listen, this is what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna steal one of those ghost cameras, take it to the bathroom, take a picture of penises, and put it back on the table. I'm like, awesome, let's do this, it's a good idea. So we all went to the bathroom, we took pictures of penises. When I came out of the bathroom, I realized I'm the only black guy at the party. There's no fucking way I'm gonna get away with this. Hey, you guys been awesome, man. Enjoy the show.
Keep it going for Gabe, everyone. Like, you guys make a big round of applause for all the comics you saw tonight. Everyone was great. If you want to give it a shot, email newfacesaz@gmail.com. You can be on the stage too. You think you're better than everyone? Thank you guys so much. That's our show. Have a good night. Appreciate you.
Done with the video?
Huh?
Done with the video? Rob, correct?
Yeah.
Just wanted to introduce myself. I didn't run into you last night. I was on the House of Comedy competition.
Okay.
But I was looking to run into you. I didn't catch you though. But my name is Devin Hannick. Just wanted to introduce myself.